Hey YouTube, it is the Texas Mother Trucker. My name is Teresa, and I am so sorry that I have not done a video to update y'all, but I will do it now. So today is Sunday. It is Cinco de Mayo. For those who don't speak Spanish, it is May the 5th. I just got back from going visit home for the weekend, so just a little recap. Some new changes here at Swift started with my group. Yay! You used to always have to go to school on the first Saturday that you were here. The school is 22 days, 21 really, but they say 22, it's fine. And the 22 is because the first week that you're here, you go to school on that Saturday, and then of course it's 3 full weeks, so it's 22 days of class. All of that has changed. If you're coming to Swift between today and until they change it again, don't plan on going home until the second week. Why? Because the first week that you're here, that weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you will be doing pre-trip 5 hours each day at the school. And the reason that they said that they made this change was because so many people were failing pre-trip. So Saturday, your first weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you'll be there from 7 to 12 both days doing nothing but pre-trip. It's boring. I'm not gonna lie. It is really boring. No instructors are out there with you. It's just you and your group just going through all the trucks. You don't have any keys or anything, so you can't practice anything else. Not that you would know what to do anyways, but it's just you, a bunch of really hot empty trucks, and the good old Corsicana dust that the range is on. So again, that first weekend, you're going to be there Saturday and Sunday. Now I will say that as long as you do what you're supposed to be doing out there, you should not have any problems with pre-trip. So watch some videos on pre-trip and don't get hung up on the verbiage so much. Try to learn the parts of the truck, because when you get here, they're going to have a book that tells you everything that they want you to say. So, and you will get told a million times while you're here, don't watch YouTube. If you watch YouTube and you copy YouTube, you're going to fail. I personally watched 2 YouTube videos. One was by a Swift instructor for pre-trip, and my pre-trip has been in the bag since I got here. So if you have any questions as to what videos I watched, you can always leave it in the comments and I will get back to you. So what happened after classroom week 1? So last week was week 2. Tomorrow I start week 3. I take my CDL test on this Friday coming up on the 10th. So last week we did pre-trip and backing on Monday. So when you come out of the classroom, if you have your permit, again, just a little bit of a recap. If you come to Swift and you already have your permit, which means you already have your medical card and all that stuff, you're still going to have to sit in the classroom. They've changed that as well. So everybody sits in the classroom, whether you have it or you don't have it. So if you're stressing out trying to get it before you get here, don't worry about it. You're going to sit through the class anyways. But I will say, getting it before you come is the better way to go, even though you're going to be bored out of your mind in the class, because if you take it while you're here at school, you're going to be drilled constantly on all the questions for all 4 tests. So you have special requirements, you have, there's 4 of them. Oh, general knowledge, air brakes, and combination vehicles. So you will have to take all 4 tests back to back to back on Friday, your first Friday. If you do it on your own time before you get here, then you can sign up, pay your $25 and go take 1 test on one day, go back and study the chapters for the next test, go take that test. You can take them separately and you can take them at your own time. So that's really the difference between doing it before you get here versus when you get here. It's really, really hard if you haven't looked at any of the apps. The apps that I used were CDL Prep and DMV Genie. DMV Genie does cost $10. It's a one-time fee of $10. But I promise 98% of the questions that were on all 4 of those tests came directly from that website. So just so y'all have that information. So trying to come here just winging it, you're not going to pass. It's too many questions, it's too many tests, and you're under a lot of pressure because they already warn you, if you fail the test when you come here, your bus ticket will be waiting for you whenever they bring you back to the academy. So try to take care of that stuff before you get here. Again, you cannot take your test at any DPS office without having your medical card first. So back to updating for week 2. So you start backing immediately. So what happens at the end of week 1 is if you have your permit and you're not part of the class that's going to take their permit test at the DMV, then you go straight outside to start pre-tripping. And that's what you're going to do all day that Friday. So if you have your permit, you come to class, you come to the academy Monday through Thursday, you're going to be sitting doing orientation videos. So orientation used to be at the end of the 21 days. You used to go home for a couple of days and then come back to Lancaster, Texas, where the terminal is. You would do 3 days of orientation and stay at a different hotel, but you'd get paid for it, and then you would go with your mentor. Well, now they roll orientation into your first classroom week. So that's another reason that the permit people, the people who have their permits coming into the academy, have to sit through that first week because you have to watch the orientation videos. So I think I cleared that up. So, sorry I don't know where to look. The sun is shining right in my face. So if my eyes are all over the place, I'm very sorry. So that Monday through Thursday on the first week, you're going to be stuck looking at the same questions, and you're going to be watching orientation videos. On Friday, shit gets real. You get out of the classroom, which is amazing because sitting in that classroom for 10 hours a day, it's painful. But so anyways, on that Friday, the people who have their permits already go outside and start pre-tripping. The people who need to get their permits get on a bus and they head over to the DMV in Waxahachie. Once you get your permit, you come back to the academy. Well, first you go take a piss test. So when you get here, they're going to do your hair follicle test, whether you have your permit or you don't. You have to get your hair follicle test done. That's done on Monday. On Friday, you go and take, after you get your permit, you go back to the place that did your hair follicle test and you will do a Department of Transportation urine drug screen. So while you're here and you're in the beautiful La Quinta Suites and Inns, Inn and Suites, I'm sorry, don't get any wild hairs up your ass and try to, take some pills, do some drugs, drink. Let me touch on that drinking one for a minute. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm going to say it one more time. It is not worth it. There are eyes and ears everywhere in Corsicana. If you're coming to Corsicana, I can't speak for anywhere else because I came to Corsicana, Texas. If you're here for the Swift Academy, this is a podunk, small, hillbilly ass town, okay? There are eyes and ears everywhere. You ever seen that movie? The Hills Have Eyes? The hills here have eyes. We started out with 30 people in our class. Monday, day 1. 30 people. You know how many people are in my class right now? 9. So, just so you know, don't come if you got drugs in your system since December. Just go back to December, okay? I don't know if she was lying or not, but just go back to December. Don't come with drugs in your system. If you have done anything in your system, including cocaine, I had a person go home for cocaine. It doesn't leave your system in 3 days when you're talking about your hair follicle test. So don't go off the street rules either. If you're not a doctor, and you shouldn't be because you come into Swift, it's not worth it. If you've put drugs in your body since December, do not come. Flat out, don't do it. When you get here, on your free time, don't think that it's okay to run up to Applebee's because they got dollar margaritas all May. They will tell on you. And we stick out like sore thumbs in this town because the people who live here were born and raised here. They know when people are here for the academy. Especially if you're like me and you burn real easy and you're running around town looking like a raccoon. they know who's here with Swift. Swift is a big pain in the ass in these people's world, so trust me, it's not worth it. Anyways, so yeah, you're gonna take 2 drug tests while you're here. One will be Monday and one will be Friday. So that's that. Moving on into week 2, the week I just wrapped up. Backing. We actually started driving on the road on Wednesday. So your group will get broke up into different groups of 3 or 4. Depending on how big your class is, you'll get assigned an instructor, and you will be with that instructor until the end, unless something else happens. I've had 2 instructors just because of scheduling problems. So all I did last week, and why I did not do my video update, which I apologize for. I'll apologize again. I'm so sorry. I was busy, really busy. So once you get out of the classroom, you don't have all this free time. Your clock starts rolling. You have a logbook that you have to keep up with that it takes some getting used to, by the way. You'll learn all of that here. But we started driving. We started backing on Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday we did shifting at an abandoned parking lot for half of the day. And then we were on the road, like on the road. They start training you how to drive on the feeder of the highway. And it's fun. It really is fun. Don't get in your head about backing. Is it hard? I'm not going to say that it's easy, but I'm not going to say that it's really hard. It's really not. A lot of the instructors, have the same kind of rhythm. They all teach differently, but there is what I call a recipe, because I used to be a chef. So there is a recipe that they give you. If you follow that recipe, you're going to nail your backing maneuvers every single time. So don't get hung up on backing. It's not as serious as it seems. Okay? Again, don't let backing scare you into not doing this for yourself and for your family. It's not as hard as people make it out to be. I promise. I promise to give you all the good, the bad, the ugly. Backing, it's not hard. It's really not hard. So, don't be afraid of the vehicle. You're coming here with a mindset that you're going to come and knock these 22 days or 23 days out now. You got to knock out these 23 days and get the fuck out. Go earn some money. Like, that's what you're coming here for. You need to come with that mindset. Be ready to learn at a really fast pace, because 23 days is just really not long enough to know everything there is. And on day 1, they're going to tell you, you're not here to learn how to be a truck driver. You're here to get your CDL. Your mentor will teach you how to be a truck driver. So learn the difference between the two. Don't come in here with your questions about where to sleep, what truck stops to stay at, is it dangerous, save all that shit for your mentor. Come here with the mindset that you're just learning the basics, the very basics to get your CDL. Cool thing about getting your CDL with Swift. You do not have to go to the DMV and test with some, DPS guy or state trooper. Swift is a third-party testing center, meaning that there's 3 people on the campus that are DOT approved to give you the DMV test. So you will be doing your road test, your air brakes test, your pre-trip, all of that stuff that you need, your backing maneuvers. You will be doing all of that with an inspector who you're already going to have a rapport with, because you're at the academy with these people 24/7. So you will test with somebody that you know and that you're familiar with. So don't make any enemies when you're on the campus, okay? Don't piss anyone off, because chances are you're going to wind up having to answer to that person when it's time to get your CDL. So please believe all of the instructors talk to each other. They have meetings in the morning, they have meetings midday, they have meetings in the evening. So don't piss anyone off. Now, I will say the people at Swift, at least here in Corsicana, they're really passionate about what they do, and they give a shit. So if you have a problem, a serious problem, don't be a nitpicker. I'm going to tell you what happens to nitpickers. They go home, okay? Don't come here with your drama and your high school sandbags. Like, don't do it, okay? We're all adults. You have to be 21 to get in here. So come with your shit together. Don't come with all your problems and your calling. You don't want to put your cell phone in the bin because, you know, you got baby mama drama or whatever. No, coming in here, your cell phone, just say bye to it, okay? You're not going to have your cell phone when you're in the academy. You're just not. They're going to tell you, leave it in your car, leave it at the hotel, or if you want to bring it to school, you want to be that guy, you're going to put it in a basket with everybody else's. And you don't have a choice. Your choices are your car, your hotel, or in the Tupperware. So know that coming here. Don't pitch a fit. Don't cry. Don't tell them about your wife that's pregnant and you got to get that phone call. They're going to give you the number to the academy. Tell her to call the academy. They'll get the message to you. Don't come if you got medical issues because they're going to send you home. If you think you're going to come and you're going to miss even 10 minutes of a class, it's not going to happen. If you have to miss when you're here, you get kicked out and you can go try to start again at another time. So when you come here, make sure that you have all of your shit together, all your ducks are in a row, and you are fully committed to 23 days of your life without your cell phone, without social media, without anything. You're not going to have your phone. You're just not. So I'm telling you that ahead of time, so don't come. Please believe, some of the people in my group, they watched all the YouTube videos, they had all this information, and please believe they were the ones crying about the cell phones. You're fixing to learn how to get a license to drive a deadly machine. You have to think a deadly weapon. You have to think of it that way. This thing can weigh up to 80,000 pounds, sometimes more with permits. You're driving at 65 miles an hour. You can kill people. You can run over people. There's so much shit that can happen. You don't need distractions when you're trying to learn that job. You just don't. So if you want to have an attitude about cell phones, don't come here. Go somewhere else. Go to CR England. They don't give a shit what you do, okay? So that is week 2. Pre-trip. You're going to pre-trip every day. Don't freak out about pre-trip either. If you go watch some of these videos and you're like, oh my God, how am I ever going to learn this? I don't know anything about cars. Don't psych yourself out, okay? I have a lot of degrees, none of which are in truck driving. So I came in here knowing absolutely nothing. I used to sit on my dad's truck every summer and just ride for fun. This is not hard. It's a lot of information, but it's not hard. So don't freak out about pre-trip. You're going to do it so many times, you're going to be sick of pre-trip, okay? Don't freak out about backing. You can do it. I promise you, you can do it. Don't freak out about manual driving, double clutching, any of the stuff that you're going to hear when you start watching YouTube videos about truck driving. Don't do it. And if you have any questions specifically pertaining to Swift, leave them in the comments. I will answer them. And I can give you the information that I have. If it's something that I can find out, I will definitely ask. And I've built a very good rapport with all of the people here. Again, if you get the opportunity to come to Corsicana, it's the Texas Academy location, do it. If you can bring your own car, do it for real, because just do it. And like I said, just come with the mentality that you're going to come and knock this out. I've been here 2 complete weeks, and I didn't even get a chance to update after week 1 because I just got so used to not having my phone. I was in my books. I was doing what I needed to do, and I've gotten to the place now where, hey, I'm starting week 3 tomorrow. I take my test on Friday, and I'm ready to get on the fucking road. I'm ready to get my mentor and get on the road. Knock that out so I can start making money. Like, that's what we're here for. So just keep that in mind whenever you're deciding to go, whenever you're making any decision in life. Make sure that you have all of the information that you possibly can. And when you finally make that decision, that you're willing to commit to it. Because if you're not going to commit to it, then just stay the fuck home and save everybody trouble and bus tickets, because you're holding up everybody else. So just don't do it. There's some people that come here and they got these whack ideas of what the real world is like, and they want to bitch and complain and just, bust out the violins. Honestly, They don't care. They don't have time to care. And then you're going to go on YouTube and talk shit, oh, Swift this, Swift that. No, you came with the attitude. So guess what? That's on you. I see a lot of people talking shit about Swift. I heard all the shit before I came here. But I was smart enough to sift through the bullshit. Swift is the largest trucking company in the United States. And they do Mexico and Canada as well. So when you're at the top, people want to talk shit. But consider the sources that you're getting your information from. I haven't come into any complications here at Swift, at least here in Corsicana. I can't speak for any other schools. So find some people that you can trust. I know a lot of us females want to watch the other females. That's cool. Honey Badger 101, she is from Swift. She just came through the academy. She's been driving now for about 6 or 7 months. Check her out. 50 plus trucker journey. He's the reason I'm here. Like, there's other people that have just freshly come through this process. Get the information from them. I started doing the videos only because the stuff that I was told before I came changed again already in that 6 months. So I'm giving y'all updated information because I'm here going through it right now. And as a female coming into this industry, I can tell you I'm not the only person here that's a female. There's actually quite a few of us. So don't be afraid. Don't let being a girl, being a mom, being a wife, being a daughter, don't let any of that scare you from going out there and making a living for yourself and for your family. So this week is going to be really busy. Tomorrow I learn coupling. That's attaching the trailer to the tractor to the trailer. And we're going to do more driving, more backing maneuvers. It's going to be a really jam-packed, busy fucking week, and I'm ready for it. So I will try to update y'all throughout the week. I don't know that I'm going to get to it, so don't hold me to that. I will try. But all in all, I know for sure I'll make a video on Friday, whether I pass or fail. I prepare for both because it's just the reality. So if I do fail on Friday, once you pass a certain point, you don't have to retake those parts of the test. So depending on what you screw up on Friday, then you come back on Monday, you take that part again, and then you just keep it moving. So I will keep y'all updated, and I will let y'all know what happens Friday. Y'all wish me luck. Again, if you have any comments, leave them down below. I will answer them. And next time, I will take my glasses off, get away from the window. That way I can focus on y'all and stop looking all over the place. All right. Y'all have a good weekend, and I will talk to y'all on Friday. Bye.